What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back. Or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Mite, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto ocean. So if you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, today we'll take a listen of Christian Ludwig's interview with Ankit of the XXIM podcast, and by Christian's own admission, this was his best interview to date. I will say this interview had so many gems that I think this is valuable for Caspians as well as people who are just getting their feet wet in Kaspa. Stay tuned, Crypto Crew.
Give me a second, I'll switch it up.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Before we kick this off, Crypto Crew, always remember to keep your crypto investments safe. The best way to do that is by practicing self-custody. In our opinion, the Tangent wallet is your best option, easy to use, and the most affordable cold storage out there. So if you enjoy that, you can get 10% off using code CryptoCrew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
Smart contracts on Kaspa, starting August 31.
Crypto Crew, in the following segment, Christian Ludwig talks about smart contracts and why this could be a game changer, especially when compared to the current competition on the crypto ocean. Listen in, Crypto Crew.
Kaspa technically could have smart contracts on the L1, but it would require our little nodes that cost $30 in hardware to be like supercomputers, just like Solana does or Hyperliquid does. And I think it was important to the project that the nodes don't change. So for that reason, there's going to be base ZK, atomically composable rollups. It's almost like a layer 1.5, which is just as good or better than any other type of smart contract platform out there. And in fact, for the largest use case of smart contracts, which is DeFi for stablecoins, Kaspa proposes the absolute best solution. Currently, most stablecoins are on Ethereum, but Ethereum is proof of stake. In order for these large institutions to feel comfortable using these stable rails, because Ethereum's proof of stake, they're having to buy Ethereum to be large delegators so they feel comfortable enough to have a large, strong say in the network. But also, if anyone else does anything funny, they can kind of control a majority of the network to ensure it doesn't go down. And that's a major liability, but it's also a major risk they have to take, that they have to invest in the network in order to feel good about running stables for their customers. Whereas in a proof of work network like Kaspa that will have stables, you don't run into that issue because you have tens of thousands of different miners throughout the world who are the delegators. It's not a rich get richer game where I can take $1 billion and become a large delegator or staker of ETH and have that net percentage sum of my money be my net percentage sum of the ownership of the network. Try doing that with Kaspa right now. You just can't simply buy that amount of miners. You can't simply own a property with that amount of power ready to go. And on a proof of work network, the security of your stable transactions doesn't depend on you having stake in the network to feel good enough about any shiestiness going on.
Crypto Crew, I believe Kaspa is being built to venture into a plethora of opportunities, not just in crypto, but in the real world. And when Kaspa does finally have their long-awaited smart contracts, I believe the biggest opportunity in the short term is indeed the stablecoin market. U.S. President Donald Trump just signed the stablecoin law, allowing the crypto industry to aim for mainstream adoption. And looking at the current competition, you can say Kaspa offers a great alternative, to say the very least. Ethereum, which has the majority of the current stablecoin market, is slow and terribly expensive just for starters. Since ETH is a proof-of-stake network, decentralization is questionable.
But wait! There's more!
Then you have Tron, which is centralized as well, founded by a man with a questionable reputation, and Solana, another proof-of-stake network, which is fast but has a proven unstable network that goes down as soon as the amount of transactions get to a certain number. Kaspa, on the other hand, has a much more robust network and already has outspeeded Ethereum, Tron, and Solana, is decentralized, censorship resistant, and transactions are literally a fraction of a dollar 1%. And so stablecoins offer a great opportunity as Kaspa will be cheaper, faster, more decentralized, having a robust network running on 10 blocks per second. Now in the following segment, Christian Ludwig speaks about his mining operation going into Kaspa's hash rate, Kaspa's rapid emission schedule, and how this sets Kaspa apart from other proof-of-work networks.
So we currently have about 4 petahash, and that tweet was right when I made the mistake of selling a lot of Kaspa for a lot of miners. To answer your question, 4 petahash and about 1 petahash is in-house in our own mining facility in Dallas, Texas. And the rest are hosted in other people's mining facilities throughout the United States.
So that's around what? Is it around 1% Kaspa hash rate?
At one point, we had about 1.5% of the net hash rate, but now it's something like 0.01%.
I see. Yeah.
And that gives you an idea of what happened, right?
No, it's exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Of how there was overinvestment into mining.
Yeah.
That caught everyone off guard alongside the macroeconomic risk asset depression.
Yeah. And now miners had to turn off all the mining rigs or, equipments they bought.
Yeah. It wasn't a depression. It was a brief recession for risk assets.
No, I wouldn't call it a depression. I think that's longer. But yeah, sort of a brief recession.
Maybe you were depressed while it happened, but it's definitely
That's true. That is true. I guess, did you have to turn off some of the miners to retain profitability, or like how are you feeling now, given it's obviously, the price is suppressed from where it was?
Yeah, even us having good power and a little bit of economy of scale, we had to turn off our KS3s 2 months ago, just waiting to turn them back on. Because no matter which way you spin it, it's never a good idea to operate miners at a net loss, because you can take the money you would be losing to spot purchase the asset.
I mean, that's exactly it. And I mean, we've seen that through the hash rate, right? It was 1.4, I think, exahash. Now it's sitting around 700.
Yeah. People don't understand how dramatic that is, because at one point for a while, it was more hash rate than Litecoin or Doge. It was the second highest hash rate behind Bitcoin. And to go from a $0 market cap brand new coin, and it was 2 years before that happened, in a 2-year period be the second highest hash rate coin in the world. Like, of course, that's over dramatic. And kudos to Jonathan for actually making the emission schedule rapid, because if he had not, then these large miners, such as myself, like I would be in a better spot if the emissions schedule wasn't rapid, or Marathon or Bitmain with their massive self-mining and Ice River with their massive self-mining. We would just be making bank and dumping on people. But that's not the case. All of us are in pain right now. We're not. The emission schedule, the rapid emission schedule is not a good thing, not a great thing for us. It's a really good thing for the health of the project, a really good thing for holders of the asset. And ultimately, it is a good thing for the miners in the long run, because it creates scarce supply, meaning whenever there is price discovery, there's not a lot of supply for new buyers to buy. So the price goes much higher versus if the emission schedule or had a longer emission schedule. So it was brilliant that he made the emission schedule as it was. And it's why overall Kaspa as an asset has performed so well. While this dip wasn't anything too crazy, it could have gone much lower. It's just, there's not much supply left. And the miners are in a position to where they just basically have to hodl, and they can't just dump all their bags, because their future mining is just not going to be as many coins. So all the miners are like barely trying to sell what they need for electricity, because they know they're not going to have the same gold rush that they had initially. And Kaspa is the only coin positioned, due to its fast block rate and due to its ability to have smart contracts that people will value, due to its security and decentralization and speed, to where the fees on the network can at one necessary point in time supersede the block rewards, and the security budget can maintain.
And this is why I continue to say, Crypto Crew, Kaspa is currently building towards the future. Shout out to Christian Ludwig for this interview. Shout out to Ankit and the XXIM podcast. You can watch the full episode, link in the description below. Be sure to tune in to the next and final excerpt in which Christian Ludwig talks about Kaspa's future and Kaspa's long-term vision, which will go beyond the crypto ocean, reaching the world. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.